Good morning, my name's Nicole and this is my channel, Be a Flamingo, and welcome back. Don't panic, don't panic. It is a Wednesday, I know, it is Wednesday. I'm filming it on a Wednesday. I'm uploading it on a Wednesday. You get a Wednesday video this week because I've got lots to show you. I am so hot and sweaty. It's quite warm here. Normally my computer tells me how hot it is, but it's decided it's not going to do that. It's going to do me some sort of stock forecast or something. But I've had to close the window so you can't hear all the traffic. And I'm just like, as soon as I closed it, I was like, we don't have aircon here in the UK, you know. So we just have to deal with it. So you're having to deal with this. Right. Where to begin? So if you watched my last video, you'd see that I sold out. I sold out everything. I've got nothing left, which is great, which is amazing. But also, I need to start making stuff. So I've taken this opportunity to sort of to refresh everything. So with my market store, I have a £5. My £5 items. Are what sell the most, and it goes up to 10 to 15. Anything higher than that is not really, and that's fine. I do not follow my pricing. I price them where I'm happy. If you've got a problem with that, well, I don't know, don't care. So anyway, I need to make new items now. I'm doing a whole refresh. I'm like everything I had. So I had all the capybaras, had the ducks in the strawberry hats, what did I have, frogs, axolotls, what else did I have, what else was on, octopus, snakes, I have the other stuff as well. They're all gone. Yes, they're my best sellers, but what I find is I have a lot of repeat customers. Like every market, they come back to see what new things I have, and it's coming into autumn now, so I wanted to sort of change it up and just refresh everything, so that when people keep coming back, they don't go, it was the same sort of stuff. I like them to be all new and fresh. So that means I have to go and buy patterns. I don't have to, but I will, or I have been doing. And you think, so when you like sort of working, so when you're doing just crochet and you just want to show them how cute these things are, it's great. You can buy any pattern and you know, go for it. But when you're doing market makes, you buy a pattern, you have to make it and then see if it's actually feasible. So when I say feasible, how long is it going to take? So for like my £5 items, which are my main bulk of my sales, how quick is it to make? How easy is it to make? And is it worth it? But also, will it pass UKCA testing? Now, before we go any further, I get a lot of questions about UKCA testing, and it's not something I'm happy to go into in this video, but I will eventually do a whole series because it is a huge thing. But a lot of people are saying, oh, I don't want to do this, I'm very scared. Once you've started testing, after like you've done it a few times, you kind of get the hang of it. It's not as scary. And then when you're making items, you've got it in the back of the mind, or it's like, oh, I can't have holes, so I need to extra sew this, or you know, you just need to adapt patterns slightly. I don't know if I've got one to show you. I probably haven't. Actually I have. I just need to find out where I put it. Bear with. I thought I had it here. I thought I had everything here. Obviously not. Where are you? My desk is an absolute mess. It is disgusting. No, I tell you why, I can't find it. So this is bat. My bat from Porksy Place. Love Porksy Place. Porksy Place? Patterns. Now I make them in chenille. We're getting onto this. So this is all one, and then these are crochet stitch. Now, I don't know if I can show you. Yeah, can you see? Can you see that little hole there? Well, that, I can put my finger through that. If I can put my finger through that, a child can. So what I've done is on the other side is I've just gone back and sewn it all down. So that's, you can't put your finger through it. And when I do a test, it's not going to come off. The same with these I need to put like a little stitch in there and just make sure they're definitely on there. And it's things like that as you're sort of progressing. My glasses are steaming up, I'm so hot. As you're progressing, you'll sort of just automatically think of these things. Now, Halloween, we've got the bat. Now, I've spent weeks, and you may have seen in the background, okay, yes, I've got a plague doctor that's going next door. I've been spending weeks trying to figure out what patterns I want, what I don't want. The thing is, you have to make all the patterns first. So I've got a lot of stuff that I throw out, or I just put to the side. I've got boxes full of stuff that I'm never going to sell because they just didn't pass my test. These were one of them. So I had this, like a bat. I have a duck in a witch's hat, and I had, I'll show you both of these, a little ghost. This is from Porgsy Place as well. I'm just not quite sure if I like this style or this style. I think I might like this one because it's taller rather than fatter. Yeah, I think I might go for this one. So obviously you can see which ones I've been making. So these are my boo crew. But I was like, I'm just not happy. I was just not happy with the size of them. I was like, would I pay £5 for that? Now I'm a stingy git. I'm like, I would have to say no, I wouldn't, because this is smaller than my normal size ducks. And as you can see, I can fit 2 of those in my palm. So I was like, so I've been going back and forth. I'm like, obviously I like the patterns, and the way they're written, and they're quick and easy to do, which is perfect for my £5 makes. But it's just, I just had a panic then, thinking I wasn't recording, but I am. They're just not big enough. So yesterday I was like, let me experiment a bit with snug as a bug. So if you've seen, I've a bit of a snug of a bug thing at the moment, and it's a lot thicker. It's blanket yarn, and I made this. So we'll go back. Look, I'm just sweating. Look, it's like I'm in a sauna. I need a big chest freezer where I can just sit in for like 5 minutes and come out and I'll be fine. So yes, this is my bat. How big is he? He's huge. So compare him to the, yeah? Can you see what I mean? I love my Chanel. Chanel for detail is brilliant. But when it's doing things like my £5 items, and specifically from certain sizes like Porgsy Place, they come out quite small. So if I do them in the blanket yarn, they come out a lot bigger. Takes the same amount of time. I don't have to adapt the pattern anyway. And just, yeah, it's perfect. So now I did this quickly yesterday. So you can see the holes here. You can see them, can't you? Look. Doo-doo-doo-doo. These are going to be sewn up. So I'll either go in with some cotton yarn or just a bit of blanket yarn and just sew all these holes up so that it is all nice and secure. But I really like that. I don't know if I do it in black again. I hate black. Really hate black. But can you see the difference? I mean, which one would you pay £5? I was getting quite close, sorry. Let me do, like, I've got Carol 7 up here. So the sizing, so does that make sense? That's like same size as that, whereas this is half the size. So I am going to go, so my bat's going to be snug as a bug. I'm going to order some grey. I'm going to try this out in snug as a bug today, just to see how it works out, because it might work out fine in chenille, but it might be completely different in blanket, because it's obviously a lot bigger and thicker. I'm going to try this one out in snug as a bug today, and then I've also got some yellow. I'm going to try these. Normally I do these in chenille, and I only do them in chenille, my little ducks, but I'm going to do them in snug as a bug, see how big they come out, see if I'm happy with them. But I love these. I normally have strawberry hats, but I was like, nope, nope, nope. It's so from September onwards, these will be on my market store. I'm like, spooky season. Love spooky season. So as you can see, that's what I'm doing at the moment. I'm making a lot, which is why I'm doing a Wednesday video, because I'm making a lot. A lot will go in the no pile. Some will let me adjust these slightly, but I wanted to show you. I want to show you the sort of process I go through, because it's not like just choosing a pattern and then making loads of them. Because if you think about these, like with the bats, I'm not going to make 1 or 2 of these. I've got to make about 20, 30 of these, because I've got quite a lot of September's busy for me, so I need to make sure that I can cope with making like 20 to 30 of these. So they're my 3 little mini ones, and then I wanted to go up sizes. Now if you saw, I made some of these little mushrooms. These are I think they're going to be about £12. How cute are they? I've got 3 of them at the moment. I'm addicted to making mushrooms. And then I was like, I wanted a smaller for my £5 one. I'm not got there yet, but I made this, which was a free Instagram pattern. Now I'm going to put the name on here, and it will all be linked to my Google Doc. Excuse me. So this is I thought it would be a £5 pattern. How cute is that? But it's one of those poppy things. Something I saw on Saturday at my market was a lot of people, the kids were walking around with these 3D printed fidget things. I'm thinking, oh, maybe I should get onto the poppy things. You know, the things that pop up and down and you can just fiddle with. I'm late to the game. Look, it is what it is. I'm late to the game. So I like this. It's quite big. Let me do my... So I don't know, because it took some time. It took probably twice as amount of time. Even though it's smaller than this, it took twice as a time as this to make. So I think it might actually be in an £8 range. I'm quite happy with that. I like that. That's my little... I've ordered some more like some mustard colours, sort of some rustic colours, just to move away from the red. I mean, I know I've got a lot of red in Chanel because I over-ordered that. But that works quite well. So that goes with these. Yeah, I definitely need to add some like mustardy sort of stuff in there. So yeah, so I've got that. And that's a yes. UKCA testing, perfect. It is just, there's nothing I'm worried about there. Okay, then what happened? Ducks. Ducks always sell so well for me. I don't know, it's just a duck thing. And I have my ducks and strawberry hats, which I'm retiring. And then I was like, I just saw this pattern on another vlog, and I was like, I think this is Blossom Bloom Craft, something like, it'll be on there, it'll be on the thing. They're ducks, so let me show you. It's a bit fluffy. They're ducks, a lot bigger than my normal one. So these are my like sort of normal size. Can you see that they're like twice the size? Really simple and quick to easy to make with these. Only thing I'm going to do is just put an extra stitch in here just to close this little hole up. But he's cute. But he comes with accessories. He comes with lots of different clothes, and it's brilliant. And I'm in heaven. I'm like, oh, this is Fred, by the way. Fred's dressed as a bee. Let me just pop him in. Oh, look. Let me just... He's so cute. I'm like, I love these, and I've got all the patterns, because you know, once I'm loving something, I need all of them. But look, he's got bee outfit. He's got his own wardrobe. How cute is that? And I have to say, these are so easy and quick to make. It's what, about 45 minutes, the whole thing? If that. Now, ideally what I'd think in my head was like, you choose your duck and you choose your outfit. But it's not something I can do unless you guys, because if you can see all that. Now I'm a tie off, and when I change colours, like my black and the, I tie off and cut them. And I mean, this one is, to be honest, is not as bad as the other one I've done. I'll show you in a minute. But I'm not weaving all of those in, so that it looks pretty on the inside. It's just not feasible. It'll end up looking terrible on the other side, on the proper side. But that means I can't sell these on their own. So I'm going to need to sew these on. So unless I'm going to keep thinking about it and thinking about how maybe you guys can help me come up with an idea. You choose your duck, choose your outfit. If not, if I can't figure it out, look, it's like a little balaclava. I'm going to sew these on to them so that they cannot move. But I love these. I've only made 2. Do you want to see the other one? I don't know if you're ready for this. I've got fluff everywhere now. It's a shark! Look at him! I don't know if I've sewn these bits on right, but I'm like, oh, and he's a bit, look, they're my demo things. She's got quite a few different others, and I'm like, you could make a living off making these patterns and selling them. She could, because I'd buy them all. How cute is that? So we've got a bee, and it's got a shark on a little display. That is going to be awesome. I'm just in love, absolutely in love with these. So these are a definite yes from me. They're going to go through testing. They should be okay during testing. So I only have to test the chick once because it's the same pattern. I don't change anything on that. Then it's just the little clothes, and they're quite good. Just love those. Oh, I've just had so much fun so far this week. I only started on Sunday and it's Wednesday today. And another thing, for my £5 range. Oh, I've just dropped a mushroom. This is from Little Baby Rory Crafts, I think. It's her mini cauldron. This is mini. This is quite big. Can you see that? Now, yeah, can you see that, the bubbling? With her pattern, it's designed to have this come as a lid, and so you can put sweets and that and everything. And I was like, no, I just want a plushie. I don't want that bit. So I made this. Now I need to go and redo this because I just don't like the top bit. That could be me because I wasn't quite understanding the pattern. I was having a day, but I was like, I need to make a little cauldron. So it's big. It is big. Look. And I'm not happy with the size of that. I want to size down. Now this is the smallest pattern that she has for these. So I'm going to go back, redo it, but adjust it. So this is, so probably the bottom is like only 18 rather than 24, and then build up from there. Probably not go as high, and then sort of work from there. So it's using the same pattern. I'm just adjusting it for what my needs are. So I definitely want a cauldron because I just think they are adorable. Look at them. How cute is that? With the little eyes as well. I'm having problems with eyes at the moment. I just cannot get them in. I've got no strength in my hand. But I love that. Absolutely, completely, utterly love that. So that's going. So that's going to be adjusted and then tested. So yes. And then I made a bat. I've already made a bat. But Cuteville Toys came out with this batch. They did a tester call. And I didn't get picked, but then I was like, I need to buy this when I get this. Cuteville Toys. How adorable. I'm going to need to make these are quite big. Like, these are going to be like probably about £15. Like, they're quite big. Absolutely awesome to make. As long as you're not distracted by WhatsApp groups. You know. You people know. So this is the head and the body is all in one, and then you sew. So these are two. So the grey on the back and orange on the front. They're 2 triangles. Then you sort of crochet them together and you stitch them on. And then these are just done it around and then stitched on. You also have to stitch on the feet as well, so you make them separately. But to be honest, it's not, for the amount of sewing, so you've got the ears, wings and the feet, and the amount of sewing, it's not bad. It's actually really nice. It's a really nice pattern to just make. And I can see these in a lot of different colours. I think I might be obsessed with bats, because if you looked at my Instagram saved posts, I have a lot of bats on there, but I love him. How cute is he? This is Roland's bunny baby yarn in size 5. I always, with my Chanel, it's always Roland's baby bunny, and it's always a 5mm crochet hook. Snug as a bug, I use a 6mm crochet hook, and those I'm happy with. But look how cute that is. There is a bus just come past. There's been a couple of buses. They're not as busy at the moment because it's school holidays, but still people are in them and they can see me. So he's a yes, he's going for testing. Just so with these ones, if you like worry, because you have to do the whole testing clamp, it has to pull, I can't remember how much kilogram weight. I sometimes, if I think it's, as I'm making it, it's not gonna be great. So like this, it's only got a little surface area where it's attached. So I might just attach it, actually that might look better, so it's more flying. Or I'll make it sort of a larger surface surface area where I sew it in, but I also will use a cotton yarn as well. So I'll cotton yarn it in and then I'll go it over with the chenille to hide the cotton, so then it's doubly secure. So that's how I do that. Last one, because I'm going to save one for Sunday because I need to make more of those different sorts. But this one is, I think her name's Christine, What's Up Cupcake Crafts, first ever pattern. Boy is it amazing. It's a crab. I think it's called a me crab. I don't know. All I saw was crab and I was like, yes. And I had to get it as soon as it came out. My lighting's gone terrible, I'm so sorry. Ignore the eyes. I put them in and then I forgot, oh, I need to position them because they're funny ones, they're 30mm. This is, what's going on with this lighting? I'm so sorry. I can't do anything about it. The sun comes up at the back during the morning and it won't be till about 5 o'clock tonight when it comes over the front. So I'm dark, but I want to film this now while it's quieter outside. Right, we need to talk about this pattern. One, it's brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Now, this is a lot bigger than I thought, but it didn't take as much time as I thought it would do. It took about less than under an hour. So you start off with making these. Now her instructions, the best instructions I've ever had. They're so simple, easy to read. There's some pictures in there as well, but just so simple. If you've never read a pattern before, this is one of the patterns you want to get, so then you can start reading them. They're just, Christine, they're amazing. Christine, if that is your name, amazing, well done. So you do your 2 crabs first, and then you put them to the side. So you crab claws, not hooks, claws. And then this is just all done in one. Now, I saw 8 rounds of, 42 or something or other, and I thought, oh God. But you know what? This was so satisfying just to do it. You just kind of get into, that sort of rhythm, and it just flies by. What I love about this is she tells you where to put, when you're doing the round, where to put a stitch marker. So you put 2 stitch markers either side as you're going along, so that you know where to put these, or you know where to sew these on. And that's amazing. So when it came to sewing these on, it was easy peasy and they're in the right place. It is just, everybody should do that. It's fantastic. Thank you. So get down to here. These are all surface crochet, easy peasy. I might need to just, especially, I think that was my first one. I just need to go in and just strengthen them up a little bit. But that's easy peasy and nobody will be able to see that. Obviously 30mm eyes. And this is the bit that I love the most, and I don't know how she's done it, but it was just, have you ever got one of these? So my, this is the, so you kind of want them to sit, so because when you kind of just want to sit them so they'll be flat on the bottom, and it's sometimes it's quite hard, you just don't get that. So with these you don't, so when they're on my store they're going to be flying around. Well, he's a beast so he doesn't mind. But how she's done this is brilliant, because this, it's got a flat bottom. So I've obviously gone into a back loop only, and then however she's done this, you'll have to buy the pattern. You just have to buy the pattern. It's just amazing because it just sits flat. You just, so that won't go anywhere, because the store, my grid things are quite wobbly, and if it's not flat on the bottom they wobble everywhere. But that is amazing, absolutely amazing. Look at that. I cannot wait for any more. If she makes any more patterns, I just cannot wait, because that's amazing. Because even better, they come with a hat. Ooh, you know me and hats, I love hats. This is just a simple one that I picked. She's got two choices there, but you can really just go out and make your own kind of hats. You can, do you know what, he should have a witch hat, maybe a little wand, a little cape. This is perfect for dressing up. So, you know, it can be dressed up for Halloween, it can be dressed up for, what else? Christmas, because I've got Christmas coming. I have just booked into that event I did on Saturday, which was like over 1,000 people came, and I was just sold out within like a couple of hours. They're doing one in Christmas. Guess who booked in more than those? So Christmas is coming sooner than I thought. So yes, love this one. Pattern in the link below, because it's just amazing. I love this one. That's going to go for testing. Then Lucy from Lulu More and Crafts, and followed me because we're following Debbie from Coastal Crochet. She makes her seagulls out of Snug as a Bug, and they're a bestseller for her. And Lucy did the same as me, did it out of chenille, and it came out a lot smaller, and I was like, £5 item, let's have a go. I made it out of chenille. I don't have the, I gave away my Snug as Bug one, so I can't do comparisons, I'm so sorry. Same pattern, absolutely same pattern. I've changed nothing. Well, apart from the beak, I crocheted stick, because I couldn't get anything smaller. I did a surface crochet on that one. Same pattern, changed nothing apart from the yarn, which is a chenille. So he's tiny, but he's so cute. I see a lot of these in my future. Oh, see, there you go. I made him, Lucy. Look, he's so adorable. I've embroidered his eyes as well. This white yarn, which is Waylon's Baby Bunny, I buy it in packs of 5 from wholesale. And I'm just using this. I don't like this. It's an off-white. It's not pure white, and there's something just not right about it. So obviously that batch that they sent me, five balls of yarn. It's just, I'm just using for demos and to try things out, because I need to order some from somewhere else that's going to be whiter. The white that I like, because you can see. You probably can't see. I don't know if you look. My shelves are a mess again. So this is what I've got, and this is the white. Can you see? You can see the difference. It's kind of like murky, isn't it? Oh, that's better. Hold on. You can see the difference. So it should be like this, but it's not. But I've got like loads of balls of that, so I just need to make stuff. So my seagull, I'm going to try again. I'm going to make him again. I think he's going to go off for testing. I don't know how many of these, because they took a little while. I want to make my £5, or how well they'll go down. Personally, I think they'll go brilliant, because I'd buy them all. He's going to go for testing. And the last thing, because it's like 30 minutes, I thought, oh, I'd do like a 10-15 minute video, because but I wanted to show you this, and now it's just gone crazy. The last thing I promised, now I made this before my event on Saturday, but I hadn't tested it, I still haven't tested it. I need to test it. I didn't make any more and I didn't show you. This is a jellyfish. Can you see? It's snug as a bug. This is a free pattern on Instagram. I've used 30mm eyes, again on these, and I've shortened these. Now there's okay, I can see people walking past. They can't see me, they can't see people walking past. This woman's just walked past in leather pants, leather trousers. It's hot outside. It's like walk around in shorts and t-shirt, possibly less, like bikini, if you're brave enough, sort of weather. And she's wearing leather. And I'm just like, that's crazy. Back to the jellyfish. So strangulation, the UKCA regulations, I think it's like 22 cent. Don't. Actually, I won't tell you how the centimetres because I can't be 100% sure at the moment. So I shortened these. So they're all supposed to be like this. So it's a chain, I think it was 26. And then just increase, stitch back on yourself, increase. And then they turn out like this. And I wanted to mix it up with straight ones as well, just to give it a bit of no, it isn't, because I was like, I'm just fed up. I'm not doing 8 of these, but I kind of like it, so I think I might get some, as long as it passes, I might get some plain colours and have sort of like different colour these from these, and sort of like different, just give it a bit of extra. But I really like these. A jellyfish, when I did them before in cotton, they sold really well. They just went flying out. These are like my £10 make. It doesn't take long to make. It's a free pattern. Really, really like these. And I think these will be good hanging from my gazebo. I like those on an S hook. And that's it. So yes, so as you can see, I've been making loads and loads and loads. And I've still got loads and loads and loads to make. So you'll see a lot more new things on Sunday. But I'm just now refining. So eventually, once I've tested everything, I've refined everything, I will show you the whole collection of what I'm going to be making for September and October. And then what I'll do is November, I might have a few of the Halloween bits if I've got any left. But November, I am jam-packed with markets, and they're all big markets. So we're going into Christmas things. And I've got to do exactly the same. So I've got Christmas patterns I want to make. I need to make them, test them, see if I like them, and everything. Yeah, so they'll come in from November to December. I haven't got anything booked in December so far. I don't know why. I need to look into this. So yeah, so that's where I am at the moment. Lots and lots of patterns. I've got about 6 or 7 patterns I want to try and make today, which is my smaller ones. Then testing everything, and then I'll finally eventually come back to you with my whole range that I'm going to be doing, which will be at my markets. It's all going to be on my Instagram as well, so always go over to my Instagram, have a look, because I will post pictures. Even if I haven't tested them, I'll post them, just to show people that I'm working on stuff and the kind of stuff I can do, if that makes sense. I think that's it. It's getting hot here now. It's only 8:25. I need to open windows. I am sweating. I've got ice lollies in the freezer. There is yarn coming today, but not to my house. It's to Cindy's house, because she made her blanket out snug up as a bug. Finally convinced her that yarn is a way forward, because she does a lot of painting. She's a painter rather than a knitter or a crocheter. But now she's like, can you order me some banana yellow, because I want some to make some pillowcases. I was like, okay, that's very bright, but yep, go for it. So she's got some of my yarn arriving today, and I need to order some more. I just need to order more yarn. But that's it. I'm done. I hope you all have a lovely week. I hope you enjoyed this. I'm sorry it's longer than I thought it would be. I just seem to be talking a lot. But I've been really I wanted to show everybody, even though I show like my friends and people on my WhatsApp group, you know who you are, and on my Instagram, it's actually just showing you physically, look at this, what I made, look how amazing this is, and sharing the patterns as well. I like doing that. So hopefully I'm going to be starting to have 2 videos a week. I'm trying think maybe doing a live, maybe. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, I'm warbling along now. I need to go because I'm in a sauna, I'm sweating. And I will see you on Sunday. Have a lovely week. Bye.